This is the first shutout for the team since August 30th. What was working differently for you guys?
Geez, I don't know. Stefan played out of his mind. I mean, he was really good today. Again, it was kind of the case with LA. You just try to limit some really solid chances that they have, and even though they had some shots, I thought we did a pretty good job of that. And shutout's great. That's all anyone's going to remember is that we won 2-0.
Getting a win like this, how much confidence does that give you moving forward into the postseason?
Yeah, we definitely we looked at this last series as the kind of the playoffs before the playoffs. So I think that was good. You play in a place like LA and you come out with a draw. That's exactly what you want to do when you're in the playoffs. So it definitely gives us a little momentum as we look ahead to whoever we match up with.
How much more cohesive is this team than it was, say, a year ago when you guys kind of stumbled to the finish?
Oh yeah, very. That's the easy answer. I mean, I think everybody in the stands, can see that, and that's why we found success this year. Really, you obviously want the continuity, from year to year of having that same kind of core group of guys, but you need to find the right pieces, and the team did a good job of filling the voids that we had last year, and everyone stepped up. That's come in.
And off the field as well. I mean, it's a little bit more harmonious in here than say last year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
How much do the wins in the Open Cup and the Shield kind of speak to that? And in the sense that you have to use your whole. No one wins the Shield without having a deep roster. No one wins the Open Cup without having a deep roster.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Ziggy said, leading into that, especially the Open Cup final, and why everybody on the entire roster traveled to Philadelphia to be a part of that game. Even if you weren't going to end up playing in that game, you were there to support your teammates because at times you were on the field leading up to that championship. So that says a lot about just the way this team has been formed, and it obviously makes everybody buy in and feel a part of the championship, which every single player on this roster is.
No one really debates who the champion is at the end of the year. It's the MLS Cup winner, but does the Supporter Shield maybe have a better indicator of who's been better over a long period of time? And does it feel like a big trophy in that sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Brad said it. There's 5 games left, or there's 34 games, which we had. So yeah, over the course of 34 games, obviously you want to win the Supporter Shield. But I mean, the playoffs are playoffs, and that's where we stumbled in the past. So we want to kind of right the ship there, and as I said before, having this kind of almost playoff series with LA is tremendous for us, and exactly the picking up the tendencies that we want to have leading into that final series. Getting points on the road and being solid at home.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As somebody who's been here for the duration, has LA ever been a team that you feel kind of got at least close to getting in y'all's guys' heads, either as the big brother or at least as the mountain that most needs climbing for you guys?
No, not at all. It's always been about us. That's always the way we look at it is, how we're going to approach, each team. We're going to, try to put our imprint on the game and have them change the way they play to us. So, regardless of who it is, obviously we've stumbled against LA, but LA's been good, and it's the same way, we've had tough games against Salt Lake and Portland. Those teams are good teams. You're gonna have your ups and downs, and right now we feel like we're on the upswing.
You've played for this organization for a long time. How important is it to bring a Supporter Shield title here to Seattle?
Oh, it's everything. You get asked the question a lot. I mean, what are some of your most memorable moments? And this is, by far up there with some of the best. The fans appreciate it. They've been behind us, throughout the whole season. And when you put another trophy in a trophy case, it just, adds to that aura of the Sounders being, not only one of the top teams in MLS, but one of the top teams in the world.
How satisfying is it to be able to kind of grind one out in a game like today? I mean, obviously your offense has been so prolific this year. I mean, how satisfying is it to kind of really just dig deep and get a result on a not a great day?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to hand it to LA. I mean, they definitely came to play. I mean, they had absolutely nothing to lose. Playing here is a tough thing to do. So we give them a lot of credit for the way that they play. They made it very tough on us today, but. Again, that's how the playoffs are going to be. It's not going to be pretty at times, and when you look back at series, you're not going to say, we should have won that one, but we got knocked out. And that's what this was today. It's we should have won that one, and we did.
No Kane for them. How much different did their offense look today as opposed to last week?
I don't think very much. You know, and they're pretty interchangeable. And we once we saw that he was out, we knew it was almost going to be that that top four. They're two outside mids, and then Zardes and Donovan almost interchangeable. And that's really what you saw. You know, guys were drifting out to the wings who were playing on the outside, and they were drifting in. You know, so it was they're always a tough team to play, and they have a good system. And you know, again, it was all about trying to limit their solid attacking chances, and I thought we did a good job of that.